Welcome back, everyone, to the Museum of Pinetopia, where I think I've finally figured out what to do about this room. I was originally thinking of turning this mainly into a mine, but I thought that perhaps instead we could turn this as the underground exhibit, a bit of a grotto that we have here. And that means, of course, lighting this all up because we have this section here that is with grass and all, and I thought it's something to show off. Let's say it belongs in a museum, as Indiana Jones is wont to say. So let's make it part of the museum. Though I will mine that iron there, of course. We can't ignore an important resource like that. But first, I'm going to need to make this as safe as I can. It looks like I found all the nooks and crannies, so I don't expect any mobs to be spawning in here. Of course, I'll have to make it much better looking eventually. But I think this is a good start to give us our basic outline for everything. I do plan to add glowberries if I ever find them, perhaps other things that come from a dripstone cavern. And I think once we have all of that, it'll be a perfect exhibit for our museum. But now, let's head back upstairs. Now in this week's episode, I want to take care of the wings. We'll start out with this wing and see how it works. And once we get the layout of what the wings are going to look like, then I'll know what to do on the other side. And the plan here on the wings is to have a hallway come out here, go past here, and then come down like this. It sort of will look like a bit of a wing that's coming out along here. So let's see, I think I want to have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd say maybe starting here. 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually, I think that's a good one. Yeah, I think that's going to work. That we'll just come out this way, 6 blocks down in this direction, or 6 wide as we come along here. That means we could have exhibits on either side, and then the corridor down the middle, and then we could turn around here. 6 wide enough. Let's make it 8. And here we have it. The knights, which meet up around here, they split off and continue along this way, but they also continue along in the wing. It turns around like that, comes out here, and we end here parallel with the other room. So we'll do that here. And over here, I will be putting grass coming along between the two. So I've set up this runner right here to convert dirt into grass. So I'm putting down the dirt here, so it'll slowly turn into grass, coming all the way around here and up around here. Eventually I'll fill the whole thing with dirt, but I just wanted to make sure I got the grass procession starting so that we could have a nice set of grass in between here, so we have a grass alley coming out, and in the back we'll probably have some sort of flower garden back here. I think that would be for the best. Another possibility is a crop garden. Thus, if I have all this dirt, maybe I can start planting it. Of course, that will require a little bit of water to be around here occasionally, but I still haven't gotten around to making any crops, and I think that'll be helpful, partly as exhibit and partly in order to keep my food stocks up. But I think that's enough for the moment in starting this area, because I need a little bit of break from building, so it's time to do a little bit more exploration, and maybe I can actually find something interesting. I have traveled 1,000 blocks north, and so far haven't found anything too unusual. I've found a couple of caves that I lit up along the way. Got 2 pieces of iron ore. I know that's not all that great, but I did find this dark oak forest. Now I did graze by one earlier, but while I got some dark oak while I was there, I didn't think about getting some mushrooms. And I figured this is probably a good time to take care of that. Ooh, I found some spruces. So I think I already found it. I think the only thing I'm missing are the mangroves in the jungles at the moment. Plenty of snow here. Now, I think that right, the only armor I have is a leather tunic. No leather boots. I'll have to take care of that at some point. Actually, I'll have to take care of armor in general at some point. And what's that I see in the distance? It looks like pink leaves. So I may have found a cherry grove. Now, I did find one earlier during the water exploration. I'm also running into donkeys quite often. Ooh, rabbits. Are there any dandelions around here? Dandelions. Apparently meadows don't have dandelions. So I'll need to find someplace that's not a meadow then. It looks like all I'm finding are these things and the poppies. Well, maybe that's what the rabbits are doing. They're staying away from where there are players and dandelions at the same time because they know the trick, but they just can't resist it. I found some dandelions. I'm well past that meadow where I found the rabbits before, but just in case I run into any more. I would like to make a bundle if at all possible at some point, so I should carry dandelions with me just in case. I suppose I should say hello to the cherries, even though I have already collected all the wood that I need. Seems to be a rather light one. Oops. I probably should pick up some of these all around here. Yeah, that's... I didn't pick up the petals the last time I was at one of these places, so might as well take care of that now. It looks like we are having a sunset, which means that I'm going to have a little bit of a sleep. Hold on. What's over there? Is that a village? Or is that an illusion? It looks like a village. Well, I guess we might... Oh! It extends a lot further. Oh, I was just seeing that little bit. Completely missed all of this down here. Alright. Now, they're not exactly neighbors. We are 1,700 blocks north now. So I'll probably only have one visit. I didn't think about bringing emeralds since I wasn't... Hey, maybe I'll run to a village where I can find something useful. Unlikely. Well, let's see. Hello? Anyone home? So that sounds like some sort of metal worker, that's for sure. I don't know where he's going at the moment. Hello? Ah, an armorer. Well, it's alright, I don't have any emeralds for you. We have some melons over here. A leather worker. Ooh. Well, interesting color for leather pants. Alright. So it looks like... Yeah, I didn't think I would find anything that was going to be... Oh, the leather boots. Right, leather boots. leave them some raw salmon in return for grabbing a couple of pieces of leather. Hope they appreciate the trade. So now, I guess it's time to continue north. Oh, that is this way. I'm at yet another village, and down here I see something interesting. It looks like a ruined portal. Well, let's see if there's anything in here that's useful. Ooh, some iron. Now, is that a hoe I saw in there? I assume, though, that was probably gold, right? Well, a golden hoe, I guess, is better than none. I don't think I can afford much in the way of space, though. So I think that will be it. Anything else around here? Just death traps. Strange way for a ruined portal to be. Ooh, I think I finally found a jungle. There we go. Now I can get things like, well, let's see, I already bought some bamboo from the wandering trader, I think, but I don't have a, is this, it's the smallest jungle I've ever seen, I think. Well, I think it's time to get some stuff from here, because I would like to get some jungle saplings, so that means cutting down a tree. Probably a big one. It appears that I've reached the sea and I have a full inventory. That means making a boat and seeing if I can find my way home. And I guess I'll have to put a chest into it. I don't think I brought my chest boat with me, but I could always make a new one, I guess. That's one chest, one boat. And one, oh, one chest, one boat, one chest boat, and another set of inventory. Okay, good. Let's get some of this out of my
The College World Series 18-11.
I am back at my base. Even though I went 2,000 blocks to the north, I didn't find anything unusual other than the jungle, of course. Because now I can finally add jungle to my list of trees that I have. So let me plant this up here so I can start getting that growing. And we will have plenty of jungle wood then for what we do, and perhaps maybe one or two jungle trees for our botanical garden when we get to building that. With the addition of the jungle, we now have 8 of the 9 types of wood that you get in the overworld. Yes, I am lumping the bamboo in with the wood types in there for the moment so that we have 9 to go with the number of columns we have in the barrel. So we just need mangrove. I have absolutely nothing for the mangrove yet. Maybe someday we'll get a wandering trader who will have some mangrove saplings with them, so that we're popules or whatever they're called with them, so that we'll be able to finish out that list. Now that I'm back, I suppose I need to get back to the museum. And I think right now I don't feel like doing any more floor work. We can do that between episodes since it's just going to be the same thing that I did on the other side. What I think I'll do next is to get some stone bricks down here and make a nice proper path down here. I already have stone brick stairs though. What could be on the sides instead then? How about smooth stone? Yeah, that sounds like something. Let's go and try that out. That means, of course, a great deal of smelting. Well, I might think less about the idea once I get this started. Well, no time like the present. And I'm going to have to do this twice through, since the way you get smooth stone is to cook regular stone. To speed this up a little bit, I created another furnace. So while these are finishing their second half of theirs, I put the first half results into here. So I'm slowly getting my smooth stone here so I could start putting it down. Let's have a little bit of a look at how this will look. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Just starting. I'll probably have to replace the cobble that's over here also with the smooth stone and see how that works. Should I do that? In which case I will need smooth stone here also. I guess I'll just have to play around with that and see which way works best. I decided to try the diorite first so that these are two together. And now for the ceiling part, because I've gotten down this far so far, so I want to see what it looked like with the ceiling, and I figure that we could try using stone bricks for that. So figure we could go down each way one step at a time here. I don't know if this is the right number or if I'll have to go up one more, but I see how this works, whether or not it bounces on my head as I head on down. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's alright, and upward. Not sure. I think it feels a little tight, so I am going to remove all of this, and we are going to try it one more time, this time with one extra layer on the top taken out. So that means removing that and replacing that with this, and heading out from there. Here we are, almost all the way down, and I think I have a nice amount of headroom going up and down. We've got a couple locations that still need to be tweaked a bit apparently, but we're getting there. There you go. Now I do wonder about this top one. Should I have this? Or should I have that? That way it matches. I think I'll keep it this way for the moment, and then we can decide later on whether we want to substitute that out, and I'll just go the rest of the way down there. We can turn down here, and now we enter into the grotto. Now there's a great deal of work to do here also, but one step at a time. I now have it going all the way down. There is a matter of what I do for transitioning into the grotto itself, but that will be for another time. And of course, another thing I need to figure out is the lighting, because obviously torches is not going to make it. But I definitely don't want to use jack-o'-lanterns either. I'm going to have to ponder on that. Maybe someday I'll find some frogs in a swamp or something like that. But I haven't found any swamps in this world yet, either mangrove or regular types of swamps, so maybe a little time before I have any frogs in order to do anything. But I think that's enough for this episode. We've got our steps down here now looking nice. I don't want to fool with this too much, so I have to think about exactly what I'm going to do about the grotto and how to present it. But before the next episode, I'll see if I can start getting this covered so that we will be able to have both wings done. And that will give us our floor plan for this building. And that will be our first step. Of course, the floors is just the bottom of the museum. We still have to build up. And most importantly, I need to find some things to exhibit here, which means more exploration. So we'll see all about that in the next episode of Pine Ridge Museum.